Androcles and the Lion by Sue Graves and Alex Paterson. Long ago, in Rome, there lived a slave called Androcles. He worked hard all day long. But his master was a cruel, mean man. He gave Androcles very little food and drink and never let him rest at all. Androcles was very unhappy. One day, Androcles decided to run away. He waited for his master to go out, then grabbed his few belongings and ran. Androcles ran deeper and deeper into the forest until he found a cave to hide in. He found a few wild berries to eat and sipped ice-cold water from a small stream. But although Androcles was glad to escape from his cruel master, he was still tired and still hungry. One day, Androcles heard a terrible noise outside the cave. It made him tremble with fear. It sounded like weeping and wailing. Then moaning and groaning. It got louder and louder and louder. Androcles saw a shadow on the wall of the cave. It was getting bigger and bigger. Something was coming inside. To his horror, Androcles saw it was a lion. And it was making a terrible roaring sound. The lion approached him, its roars getting louder and louder still. Androcles gulped. There was no way to escape. He was trapped. The lion went up to Androcles. But it did not attack him. It just sat down and held up its paw. Androcles looked closely at it. The paw was red and swollen, and a large thorn was sticking out of it. So that's why you were roaring, said Androcles. I can help you, said Androcles, kindly. Carefully, he pulled out the thorn and washed the wound. The lion licked Androcles' hand. They looked at each other for a few moments, smiling. The lion turned around and left the cave. For many years, Androcles lived happily in the forest. One day some soldiers arrived. They were looking for runaway slaves. Now Androcles was in trouble. Where could he hide? Before he could make a plan, the soldiers burst into the cave and took him prisoner. The soldiers took Androcles to Rome. They threw him into a cell. You will be taken to the big arena, explained a soldier. There you will be thrown to the lions. That will teach you to run away from your master, laughed another soldier. Androcles was scared. How could he fight a lion? He would surely be eaten. The next day, Androcles was led into the arena. It was vast. People were sitting all around. The crowds were clapping and cheering, waiting excitedly for the show to begin. Then, the Emperor of Rome slowly raised his hand. The clapping and cheering stopped. A lion entered the arena. It walked round and round Androcles. The crowd gasped and Androcles shut his eyes, waiting for the lion to attack. But, to the crowd's amazement, the lion licked him. Androcles opened his eyes in surprise. It was the same lion that he had helped in the cave long ago. The emperor called Androcles over to him. Why didn't the lion attack you? He asked. A long time ago, I helped this lion when it was hurt, Androcles explained. Such kindness deserves a reward, said the emperor, smiling. You are now a free man, Androcles. You will never be a slave again. The crowd clapped and cheered and stamped their feet. And you, lion, added the emperor, will also be free. You may go to the forest to live in peace. The crowd clapped and cheered and stamped their feet even louder. So Androcles and the lion went back to the forest, and both lived happily ever after. Story order. Look at these 5 pictures and captions. Put the pictures in the right order to retell the story. 1. A lion enters the cave. 2. Androcles escapes from his master. 3. The soldiers capture Androcles. 4. The lion recognizes Androcles. 5. Androcles helps the wounded lion.